you don't know until you start. I'm drawing. I drew. I am drawing. I'm an artist.
Hi, my name is Lori, and I want to talk to you about drawing. I know a lot of you guys out there are just like me that think you can't learn to draw, but I'm here to tell you as a prime example, and I am proof that you can learn to draw. Even if you've never picked up a pencil and you think you can't draw a straight line and you can only draw a stick figure. I learned so much along the way. Lisa has been my mentor and my teacher and my favorite artist for quite a long time, and under her wing I learned to draw. As you can see behind me, those are some examples of things I've drawn, and you can too.
Alrighty, well, let's get started. Hello,
Okay.
Lori.
Hello, Lisa.
You started your art journey around the time that you met.
Yes, you were actually who I sought out for real adult coloring content.
So you
Yeah.
didn't actually practice art or coloring as a child? You just dove into this hobby as an adult?
Yes, actually, as an adult.
Do you feel like you're more comfortable drawing today after taking several courses at It's Easy to Draw Academy and, of course, learning from me directly in our private lessons?
Of course, I can draw anything except for I feel like I'm still learning to walk with portraiture and the female form.
Oh, I wouldn't say so. You've made such huge leaps in the past few lessons that we've done together. I wouldn't be too hard on yourself. And it's your
Well,
art behind you on the wall right now, right?
yes, of course. I don't feel like, and I guess this is because of my perfectionism type, I don't feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be for as long as I've been practicing, but I know that I'm right where I'm supposed to be at the same time. If that makes sense.
So it makes perfect sense. I couldn't have said it better myself. You know, I tend to be a little wordy, a little mouthy. That's why I teach.
Well, you keep me on my toes, and that's what keeps me engaged, and that's what makes everything. I mean, you're my favorite artist too, so imagine that. Yay!
Accountability, that's interesting. You
Yeah.
brought up this concept of accountability. A lot
Yes.
of art students have a difficult time learning on their own.
Structure is the number one thing that one needs, especially if you haven't taken real, courses, actual class in a school for a while. We had to take a break because of,
We kind of had the plague.
yeah. And I had to find a teacher, but there was no structure. I did do some progress. I drew this beautiful lady and several other things, but I didn't know how to be accountable. So, I get on a tangent.
Boy, do I know.
But I needed help with a structured schedule, so you helped me with that. So once you came up with the idea, I just added to it and made it my own. It really works.
How big of a segment a day of practice would you recommend to other students who are just learning how to draw?
1 hour a day. Now, the most important thing you need to do is your circle exercises, circle lines, curvy lines, and use your arms and your shoulders. You need to do that. It's twofold. You'll loosen up and you'll learn to draw a perfect circle. I'm nearly there.
Your symmetry has improved tremendously. I've also seen a lot of your vase sketches and the female form sketches as well, which are very vase-like, of course.
Yes.
And your symmetry is uncanny. What is your secret? Is it just practice?
Just practice like a good teacher said that I'm talking to. I sneak in a little bit at work when I can. I work in baby town, so that's not really sometimes something I can do. But I'm always prepared.
Nice. So you always bring your art supplies with you?
Yes, ma'am. Just a basic pencil and a little sketchbook that I'm doing right now, Inktober in.
Nice. Inktober. Let's talk a little bit about that. Inktober, of course, is a practice of fast drawing every day from a prompt for a whole month. Thousands of people, tens of thousands of people participate in it. Have you ever done Inktober before?
No, I just felt like I wasn't creative enough in my mind to do it, but the only way to do it is to do it. So I just jumped in this year because my teacher prodded me to. And I was like, okay.
Having gone through several of my courses now at It's Easy to Draw, do you have any particular lessons that jump out at you, or particular tools that I've shared with my students in those courses that have been kind of life-changing for you, for your art?
Well, as you know, I was on a path to being my real artist. And I recommend Fundamentals of Drawing. Even for avid drawers, I had forgotten so many of those little rules that are very important. And so when I took that, it opened up that, oh, wow, yes. So Fundamentals of Drawing is a #1 course. Of course, it's the first course that I think any beginning, get their toes wet, needs to take.
You are also excelling at portraiture. I was especially, you were surprised by this, but I was especially proud of your marble statue rendition that turned out all modern art and twisted and a little bit, I don't know, like a caricature. And actually, I think it's just fantastic. I think it's really cool that you're able to apply classical drawing techniques, but then put your own twisted and deranged touch on it. Out of all the work that you've done in the past few years, what is the piece that you're the most proud of?
My dancing ladies from It's Secret Behind the Scenes.
Nice.
And now my next favorite are these two. I can't choose. And I love that I was able to put my own flair on there.
Your light and shadow work has also come a really long way. Do you enjoy working with charcoal?
I love charcoal. I love, love, love charcoal. It gives so much freedom. It's like drawing in sand at the beach. You ever done that?
Yes,
You know,
yes, with my hands and my feet.
Yeah.
So many of my students, we have over 1,000 students at the Academy now, and so many of them really fear charcoal, especially vine charcoal, because it's so dirty and powdery.
Yeah.
And a lot of us people who like to draw, we're a bit of control freaks, which is why we picked this hobby to begin with. But what would you say to students who are anxious to work with something as messy as willow charcoal and prefer to work with pencils? Would you encourage them to step out of their comfort zone?
Yes, I would say get out of your head. Put some old clothes on that you mow the yard in and get in there and try it, because once you get comfortable with willow charcoals and then you advance to the more permanent, like the pencils or the compressed, you are going to love it. And then you're going to want to do soft pastels, because that's my next favorite. I just haven't mastered graphite or the colored pencil yet. Only in
you're
color.
getting there. You're getting there. Your 3D sketching technique is coming along nicely. Plus, I've seen your coloring work. Please, you haven't mastered pencils. Not only are you a colorist, but you appear as a character in one of my coloring books.
I sure do. I am Madame Worry.
You are a fortune teller with your crystal ball, and I did a lovely coloring demonstrating a glow effect on that. So you are indeed famous. You've come a long way, and I'm certainly insanely proud of you.
The most important thing is start. You have to start somewhere. And I recommend starting, if you can't get a private tutor, start with one of the classes in It's Easy to Draw, because they're not that expensive. It's your own time. I recommend Fundamentals of Drawing first.
The reason why I suggest that class is it goes through all the basics. It's easy, it's fun. You get all the materials that you need as far as copies. You get a really great teacher and artist that will be with you every step of the way, and you only need very few things to draw with.
You don't know until you start. I'm drawing, I drew, I am drawing, I'm an artist.
Yes,
Kinda.
you absolutely are. And that is a huge transformation. You went from someone who just dabbled to someone who's proud to call herself an artist, even though you know that that title is actually unattainable for any of us. Like, we never actually reach the peak. We're always growing.
We're
always improving, myself included, anyone at all who practices any art form. But we are indeed artists. And I think you switching, like, you used to have my art on your walls and you took it all down and put your own up there. I think that was the pivotal moment.
I'm like, it's
When
time.
you became an artist who's actually proud of your own work. And that's, I think, life-changing.
It's just a way to escape. Like I'm drawing my self-portrait, and she's like in 1940s. It's like getting in a time machine, and you can go anywhere you want to go, any story you want to tell or you want to be involved in. You can immerse yourself and go on that trip. Art is never ending.
Well, I am certainly proud to have you as my student.
Thank you very much. I am glad to be your student. I'm proud to be your student. And I tell everybody, my teacher is a professional artist and tell all about you all the time.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. We will do it again. I have many more questions for you on specific topics, so be prepared to be a guest on the show in the future.
I would
again.
love to. Hugs, 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 and thank you for everything you do.
Hugs, hugs. My pleasure.
Again, over there, it's easy to draw. The first class is the fundamentals of drawing. Just give it a try. What can you lose? I know you can do it. I did it. I think you would have a lot of fun. And drawing opens up so many worlds. You can lose yourself in it. You can draw what's in you can draw stories. I'm so glad that I learned to draw. Thank you. Have a nice day.